Good morning. My partner Alejandra Correa and who speak Laura Gomez. We are going to expose you about cloning and stem cell. Stem cells are the body is raw material from the all other cell with a special function are generate stem cell divide to form more cell, cool down your cell, this down your cell become new stem cell what is known as sereinable or especially cell known as differentiation which fulfill a specific function such as blood cell, brain cell, hair muscle cell or bone cell. No other cell in the body has the natural ability to generate new types of cells. Definition: adult stem cells are a type of stem cell present in different tissues and organs of adults and children. Embryonic stem cells are a type of stem cell present in the early stage of embryonic development. Potency: multipotent, pluripotent, growing in cell cultures, very challenging, relatively easy. Example: present in scleral muscle, liver, pancreas, brain, hystae, bulb. Present in the internal cell mass of the blastocyst that gives rise to the three gene layers. In this image, we can see where each stem cell comes from. The embryo cells are formed for the union of the egg and the sperm, creating the zygote which passes to the blastocyst, which is the phase where the embryo begins to develop, which has the following part: internal cell mass, cavity, and external cell mass. In this stage, embryo stem cells are renewed and generate different signals such as endoderm, mesoderm, ectoderm, which are part of the organogenesis, which allows the embryonic letter to transfer into the different organs that make up an organism. To obtain adult stem cell, this embryo passes to the gastrule stem where it continues to develop in the an embryo until it becomes an fetus human or develop mammals. Then it is taken a sample of this obtained somatic stem cell which cell renew and generate different signals such as cell death restraint to the saucer of the organism or other type of neuronal block muscular cell. A sample of tissues from adult and embryonic stem cell is removed when they are in the blast stem. The internal mass and stem cell removed and passes to a culture medium. This medium contains a nutrient brown or most embryonic cells that are used as a food. Later, some researchers are looking for alternatives to perform this culture without mass embryonic or prevent a virus from being added to the sample. Indifferentiated embryonic stem cell, muscle cell, neuronal cell, blood cell. This image shows the application of culture stem cells to transplant them in different organisms with function specific such as Traber defect, drug tests in human hair cell, curing cellular tissues, transplantation in the mesoderm, endoderm, and ectoderm.
The cloning is process by which genetical individuals are obtained identical with the same genetic endowment are identical in all its characters. The type of natural cloning is the process where there are things. This occurs because the unicellular embryo gives two identical embryos and identical copies are obtained from the somatic cells. All the cells of the organisms have all the information of the whole organism in the nucleus. Process. The unicellular embryo is the initial cell and copies the information so that as cells in our body without having sexual reproduction can have an identical organism. Cells have the information but is difficult to generate as an organism. As in the case of the ships, they did a differentiate cell mammary and from an identical ovate. This is an artificial reproduction where there is no fertilization. Types. There are different types: molecular cloning, reproductive cloning, cell cloning, and cloning of extinct species. For example, in 1986, the Dolly ship was obtained from cells of an adult, two mothers and no father. One mother as cells is extracted from a mammary gland with the genetic information of the animal to be cloned, and two mother blackhead unfertile ovules and the cell's nucleus is removed and operated by electric discharge with the breast cells and enjoys the ovules and begins to divide. And finally, Dolly is cloned. Techniques: the transfer of a nucleus from an adult donor cell somatic cell to an egg from which the nucleus has been removed, or the cell in a blastocyst from which the nucleus has been removed. If the egg begins to divide normally, is transferred to the womb of the sugar mother. Such clones are not strictly identical since somatic cells may contain mutation in their nuclear DNA. Embryo division and techniques that create monozygotic twins from a single embryo is not considered in the same way as on other cloning methods. During that process, a donor embryo is divided into two different embryos, which can then be transferred by embryo transfer. Cellular cloning: unicellular organisms such as bacteria and yeast naturally produce clones of themselves when they replicate asexually by binary fission. This is known as cell cloning. The nuclear DNA duplicates by the process of mitosis, which creates an exact replica of the genetic material. Thank you.